After an extended hiatus, I, the heretic, returned to you with a tale 3 years in age and a few minutes in length. Today, we're talking about the Mending Incident. Let's rewind. 3 years ago, I began DMing. I literally had never DM'd before except for a handful of one-shots and the odd mini-campaign, i.e. we dicked around a dungeon for 4 sessions, got bored and quit. So, I had high hopes for this one. I was hoping that I'd maybe, for a change, get to run a campaign longer than level 1 to 2. And I was right! It's been going on for 3 years and we're having a great time. But this campaign almost died in the crib, so let me recount you the tale of the Mending Incident. So when the campaign first started, it did not really have a dedicated we play D&D on Thursdays, which is what we do today. It was more like, I desperately want this to start, so I'm going to just forcibly beat life into it by running a session every other day or so, to hopefully not only get through the dungeon, but get people invested. This had a major downside, being that not everyone was able to attend every day. So one day 3 people would show up, the next 2, the day after that 4. You get the picture. And this awkward issue was compounded by the fact that, well, we were in a dungeon. And when one person just randomly didn't show up, it was kind of hard for me to come up with a reason for them not being there, so we literally just said, we're not going to focus on it, we're going through the dungeon, right? This dungeon, even though it was a level 1 dungeon, was very, very trap heavy. It had mimics in the second room, statues that came to life and tried to stab you in the third, and my personal favorite, the room with the hentai monster. And this is what our story centers on. At the rear of the dungeon's first floor was a large room, and connected to it was a smaller room. In the large room there were chests with some basic items, a handful of magical ones. However, in the smaller room adjacent to it was a little shiny object, just buried in the darkness in the middle of the room. Now, what is supposed to happen is when somebody walks into this room, a ginormous door slams behind them, and they get attacked by a monster. What monster, you may ask? A modified Otyugh. Because if you're a level 1 PC, or even a level 1 party, and you fight a fucking Otyugh, you're not gonna have a party very soon, so I nerfed the shit out of that thing. Anyway, at the time we had 3 party members, Nobbin, Castos, and Daemon. Now, Daemon's player no longer plays with the group anymore. Rip Cyrus, hope you're having fun in your new game. But, Daemon made poor decisions at times, I think is the best way to put it. Anyway, Nobbin gets curious about what the little shiny is in the room and walks in. And this door falls out of the ceiling, slams behind him, and traps him in the room. The party is like, oh shit, Nobbin's in the room, this isn't good, right? And, of course, Nobbin starts taking damage from this mini Otyugh lashing him with his tentacles. So, of course, the party tries to break him out. They're hitting this goddamn door on one side with Nobbin's battering ram, and on the other, they are Jojo ora punching the door. Because that's a good idea. Eventually, Daemon has this epiphany. Oh, the door is cracked, and we don't want it falling in on Nobbin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Mending on the door so it doesn't implode on Nobbin. This, strengthened the door's hit pool significantly, making it almost certain that Nobbin will die. Oops. Now, there was 2 ways to actually get out of this trap. Well, 3, now that I think about it. Option 1, you kill the monster, the door opens. Option 2, you break the door. You made a new door, the door opens. Metaphorically. Or option 3, you had to run to the second floor of the dungeon into a control room guarded by a skeleton to pull a lever which would dump acid on the monster in the pit, giving you a chance to figure out how to get the fuck out. and there was a second lever hidden in the room that actually opened the door, right? I don't know why I thought someone would figure this out. I just did, I guess. I assumed the party would split, and they didn't. Which is probably a good thing, but, you know, that's not important. What is important is that they actually got Nobbin out of the room. How did they do this? Well, remember when I said I was a new DM? I don't understand how the rules work, and I was of the opinion at the time that natural 20 is just fuck physics, you can do whatever you want. I've changed since then, don't crucify me. But, at the time, that was how that worked. So, Nobbin, desperate as all hell to get out, starts rolling his lucky feet. Roll number 1, no, not good enough to really damage the wall. Roll number 2, still not. Roll number 3, natural 20. Yeah, you put a fucking window in that goddamn wall. You know, like 3 feet in width and 2 feet in diameter, or fucking height. And Nobbin's like, yep, I'm taking it. 1 athletics check later, he's out, monster stuck in the fucking room. And the party agrees that the shiny was not worth it. They would go on to complete the dungeon, and then run into troubles farther down the road. What is the lesson from this? Simple, don't make stupid traps with stupid answers. Seriously, the second floor control room guarded by a skeleton. Who the hell was gonna figure that out? Who? Who was gonna figure that out? No one. No one was gonna figure that out. Stupid past DM. Feel bad. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, leave a comment so the YouTube algorithm says I make good content. Share the video so it gets more views, makes me feel good. And if you want to stay up to date with all the stupid shit I post, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, you get more heresy. That's just how that works. Unless I get hella depressed again and disappear. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.